Oh, hi. My name is Will Cummings.
I'm Zach Stewart.
Hi, I'm Jeff Lee.
And I'm Noah Peterson. And we are
the X-Men.
For our project, we had 4 direct users: Ben Wixer, Austin Bazar, Brennan Boggs, and Sydney Shreptienko. They are all first-year engineering students at Purdue, and because of that, they have very busy schedules. They plan to use our software to help them schedule team meetings into their busy time. When the GUI starts, the user sees a welcome screen. Here they are prompted to enter their username and password, or, if they haven't used it before, to create a new account. When the user creates an account, they are prompted to input a login and a password, and also their team number. From here, they will create a save file that can be accessed later with their information. After creating an account, the user will add events to their calendar so that their week can be scheduled to add meetings. After adding events, the user sees their week planned out in a graphical form. After viewing the current week, the user is prompted to select a week. This week can be any of the next weeks for the next month. The calendar display is the main function of the GUI and shows the user what their week will be like. From here, they will have the option to either add events or edit events, or view information about events that are already added. To edit an event, the user will click on an existing event, change its information, or delete the event entirely. Finally, the user can click on a suggested meeting screen, which will provide a list of meeting times for their team. This is the main mathematical model function of our GUI, as it combines the times for all 4 team members and sees when they will all be available.
Alright, so this is the welcome screen for our GUI. It's the first screen that pops up when you type it in. And from here, you can either exit the GUI, which I'm not going to, learn about the X-Time Planner, which if you click on it, has citations and acknowledgements. From there you can go back. And then you can either enter a username, a password, and click enter, and then go to your account's first screen, or you can go to create a new account page.
So after you click the create a new account screen button, this is the screen that pops up. And what you do is you enter a username. I'm going to enter user, and a password. I'm going to enter password from team number 15. And then you click view instructions, and it tells you how exactly the GUI works and what the general things that you'll have to do are. You can either hit exit or you can hit back, and then from here you click create a new account, and it comes up to the calendar screen.
Okay, so this is the This Week screen. It's the screen that pops up immediately after you log on. It'll display any events that you have in the current week. So first, you have a help button in the left-hand corner. You'll see these in a lot of the GUI screens that we have. It simply opens up another GUI. They'll have instructions on what all the buttons do and what the user should do on that page. It's important to note that each of the help screens was done by the person who made the main screen that's associated with. So I made this help screen because I'm the one that did the screen overall. There's also a logout button, which we have on all the pages as well, which just brings the user back to the login screen. And here you have next, where you can go to the select week button, so you can, or the select week screen, so you can select the week you want to display on.
Alright, so this is the select week screen, and from here you can either see the help screen, the logout, or you can select which week you want to see. Say I want to see what happens next week. I'll click on next week, and then I can either go next to that screen that'll display next week's schedule, or I can go back to the this week screen.
Okay, so this is the calendar display screen. It's similar to the This Week display, except here you can actually add events, edit existing ones, which we don't have any right now, just because we just created this profile, so it doesn't come with any pre-built events. View suggested meeting times that our mathematical model generates, and go back to select week screen, so you can actually select a different week to work with.
Alright, so this is the add event screen, and the user gets here from the calendar display screen. And what they do is they will enter a title for their event. So let's say engineering class. And it's 2 hours long on Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. So then they click save event, and it pops up on the calendar display screen. Then they can move back and edit that event, select it from the drop-down list. It comes up with its information, where they can either set it to a different time, or they can just click Save Changes, and since we didn't make any changes, there was an error, so I'll just delete the event. And
back at the calendar display page, I'll now show you how to use the push button array that we have here to display the events that we've already pre-scheduled here. Clicking on one of the boxes displays the information for a certain event. You can go through and you can click on the events and they'll display their respective information. Nothing will get mixed up, nothing will be duplicated. However, if you were to click an empty box, you'll get an error message because there is no event that is scheduled.
Alright, so we're back at the calendar display, and I have entered in my personal schedule for this week and also our team's data in their respective accounts. So when I click on the View Suggested Meeting Times, it comes up with a list of numbers. And now this may look like a bunch of jumble, but if you click the Help screen, it explains that each cell is the number of members that are available each time. So any time with a 4 is a time that we can have our meeting where all 4 members will be available.